Welcome to another episode of Philosophy, and in this episode I'm going to be explaining what domain propagation is all about. Now, if you happen to purchase a new domain from any registrar, of course you're going to want to point the domain to a particular server. Now, in order to do that, you need to change its DNS settings and information. And every time you do this, you're going to have to go through a process called domain propagation. Now, to explain this in layman's terms, every time you purchase a new domain, which is probably xyz.com, and of course, you purchase this domain so you could connect it to a particular server. By doing that, you're going to need to change the information that comes in while purchasing that domain, which is usually the settings and usually where it points out to a server. So meaning if you want to point domain A to server B, you're going to have to play around with a few settings in that domain name in order to be able to reroute your customers or your website subscribers to that domain to your server. Now, by changing any settings of the domain, such as a name server, then the time that takes in order to update the information of a domain takes up to 72 hours, meaning 3 days. So why does it take up to 3 days? So usually, information is updated globally, and this information is saved in every server all around the globe. In other words, the internet. Depending on what settings you actually change, the usually settings that most web developers would do is actually change up the name servers or update the IP address where it has to point at to. In most cases, it will only take about 24 hours at least. Now, this is a case where you purchase a domain separately from a hosting, meaning to say that the companies that you purchase a hosting domain are totally two different companies. Now, in a scenario where you actually purchase a domain and host together under one company, the domains are already pre-configured to point at their own servers. The advantage of actually purchasing a domain and hosting together under one company requires no propagation time for your domain. It is automatically set up, pre-configured, and you can go right away and start developing the website with no waiting time. There are cases where some domains in other parts of the world, which is a local domain, let's say .uk, .sa, .ph, some domains require more than 72 hours, because these settings are actually updated manually by the registrars themselves when they operate. Now, worst comes to worst, if you configured your domain incorrectly, meaning you put in the wrong IP address, the wrong name servers, then don't expect your domain to propagate at all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like it. Make sure you subscribe to get the latest video and updates every week. If you got any questions about websites, make sure you hit me up on all major social medias at Philippe Soriano.